Welcome to India. India, officially reported as the Republic of India Bharat Ganrajya, is a country in South Asia that ranks first in the world in terms of area 3,287 million square kilometers and second in terms of population over 1.4 billion people as of 2025. Located between the Indian Ocean to the south, the Arabian Sea to the west, and the Bay of Bengal to the east, India shares borders with Pakistan to the west, China, Nepal, and Bhutan to the north, and Bangladesh and Myanmar to the east. The country's capital is New Delhi, and its largest cities include Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, and Bangalore. India is a country of contrasts, where ancient traditions coexist with modern technology, and huge metropolitan areas border picturesque villages and wildlife. It is home to one of the world's oldest civilizations, the Harappan civilization, which flourished in the Indus Valley around 3300 to 1300 BC. Today, India is a federal republic consisting of 28 states and 8 union territories, each with its own unique culture, language and traditions. The official languages are Hindi and English, but more than 19,500 dialects are spoken in the country, of which 22 are constitutionally recognized. India's economy is one of the fastest growing in the world, with strong sectors in information technology, agriculture, pharmaceuticals, and the film industry Bollywood. At the same time, the country faces challenges such as poverty, inequality, and environmental issues. However, its wealth lies not only in its economy, but also in its cultural diversity, natural beauty and historical heritage. The culture of India. Indian culture is a mosaic created by thousands of years of interaction between different peoples, religions and traditions. It was formed under the influence of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Islam, Christianity and other faiths. Indian culture is known for its depth and diversity, which is manifested in art, music, dance, literature, architecture and gastronomy. Religion and philosophy. Hinduism is the dominant religion about 80% of the population, but India is also home to Buddhism and Jainism. Islam has a significant presence about 14% of the population, and Sikhism is prevalent in the state of Punjab. Religion permeates the daily life of Indians. Temples, mosques, gurdwaras, Sikh temples and the church are an integral part of the landscape. Philosophical concepts such as karma, dharma and moksha shape the worldview of many Indians. Art and literature. Indian art has a long history, from the cave paintings at Bhimbetka over 30,000 years old to the delicate miniatures of the Grave Age. Classical dances such as Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi and Kuchipudi are the epitome of spirituality and aesthetics. The music is divided into two main styles, Hindustani Northern India and Carnatic Southern India, which set the complex ragas and thalis. The literature of India originates from the Vedas, sacred texts written in Sanskrit around 1500 BC. The epics Mahabharata and Ramayana are not only literary works but also moral and spiritual guides. Modern Indian literature is represented by such authors as Rabindranath Tagore Nobel Prize winner in 1913, Arundhati Roy and Salman Rushdie. Gastronomy. Indian cuisine is an explosion of flavors and aromas. Each region has its own peculiarities. Tandoori dishes, for example, naan and tandoori chicken are popular in the north, rice and coconut sauces in the south, fish and sweets, for example, rasgulla in the east, and vegetarian dishes of Gujarat in the west. Spices, such as turmeric, cardamom, coriander, and chili, are the basis of Indian cooking. Teas, especially masala chai, and sweets, such as laddu or jalebi, complete the meal. Indian traditions, the richness of cultural heritage. India's traditions are a unique synthesis of centuries of history, religious diversity, regional characteristics, and social norms that have been shaped by numerous dynasties, empires and cultural exchanges. They permeate all aspects of life from birth to death, from ubiquitous rituals to grand festivals. Indian traditions are not static, they evolve, adapting to modernity, but retain their deep spiritual foundation. Religious traditions and rituals. Religion is at the heart of Indian traditions. Most customs are associated with Hinduism, but Islam, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Christianity also have significant influence. Puja, daily or periodic prayer rituals in Hinduism that are performed at home or in temples. During a puja, people offer flowers, fruits, sweets, light lamps with ghee-purified oil, and chant mantras. For example, worshipping Ganesha before starting a new business is a common custom. Namakarana, a naming ceremony for a child that usually takes place on the 11th or 12th day after birth. The name is chosen according to astrological calculations and a priest performs the ritual with a blessing. Holidays and festivals. Indian festivals are an explosion of color, music, dance, and joy that bring people together regardless of caste, religion or social status. Deepavali, the festival of light, symbolizing the victory of good over evil. It is celebrated in the fall October-November for 5 days. People decorate their homes with clay lamps diya, paint rangoli patterns made of colored powder, eat sweets laddu, barfi and set off fireworks. In 2025, Diwali will fall around the end of October. Holi, the spring festival of colors march, when people sprinkle colored powder and water on each other, dance to music, and eat sweets such as gujas. It is a time of forgiveness and renewal of relationships. Durga Puja, particularly popular in West Bengal, this festival is dedicated to goddess Durga. For 10 days usually in September-October, huge statues of the goddess are set up, followed by dances Gubra, Dandiya and concluded by immersing the statue in water. Rakshabandhan, a celebration of brothers and sisters, when sisters tie a Rakhi bracelet on their brothers' wrists, symbolizing protection and love. Brothers give gifts in return. Onam, in the state of Kerala, they celebrate the harvest and the return of the mythical king Mahabali. People create flower carpets Pukalam, prepare a rich feast Onam Sadhya of 20 to 30 dishes and participate in snake boat races. Wedding traditions. Wedding traditions. Indian weddings are not just about the union of two people, but about the unification of families, accompanied by numerous rituals. They vary from region to region, but have common features. Pre-wedding rituals, engagement sagai or mangni, haldi ceremony application of turmeric on the bride and groom for purification and Sangeet evening of music and dance. The main ceremony, the bride wears a sari or lehenga in red or gold, decorated with jewelry. The groom often wears a sherwani or dhoti. The key moment is the circumambulation of the sacred fire Farah, when the couple makes 7 vows. In Punjab, a Sikh wedding Anand carriage is centered around the Guru Granth Sahib. Reception, after the ceremony, a feast is held with dancing and gifts. In some regions, the bride gives rice back to her parents' house as a farewell. The wedding can last from a few days to a week, and the number of guests sometimes reaches hundreds or even 1,000. Traditional clothing. Clothing in India reflects regional identity and social status. Saris, a 6 or 9 meter long piece of cloth that is draped around the body. Each state has its own style, Kanchivaram in Tamil Nadu, Banarasi in Uttar Pradesh, and Paitani in Maharashtra. Kurta pajamas and sherwani, men's clothing for everyday life and holidays. The sherwani is a long tunic with embroidery, popular at weddings. Dhoti, traditional men's clothing in the form of a piece of cloth wrapped around the thigh. In South India, it is worn with or without a shirt. Lehenga Choli, a luxurious costume for women, popular in the north, consisting of a skirt, blouse and dupatti scarf. Women often adorn themselves with a bindi dot on the forehead, sindoor red powder in the hair parting for married women, bracelets chudi and earrings. Family values and society. The family in India is the foundation of society. Traditionally, extended joint families with several generations living under one roof are common. Elders have authority and respect for parents is sacred. Children often live with their parents until marriage, and sometimes even after. Caste and Varna, although the caste system has been officially abolished, it still influences marriage and social ties, especially in villages. Hospitality, guests are considered gods Ati Devo Bhava. They are always treated with tea, sweets or a full meal. Daily customs Namaskar, a traditional greeting with folded palms at the chest, signifying respect. Eating with hands, in many regions, eating with the right hand, without cutlery, is natural and comfortable. Chik, application of markings on the forehead during religious ceremonies red, white or sandalwood powder. Folk arts and crafts. India's traditions are also manifested in crafts, chikankari embroidery from Lucknow, wood carvings in the Sahara, carpets from Kashmir, and Madhubni painting in Bihar. Dances, such as Gabra Gujarat, Bhangra Punjab, and Kathakali Kerala, are part of festivals and cultural events. Modern changes. Today, traditions are adapting to globalization. Young people in cities may celebrate Valentine's Day alongside Raksha Bandhan, and all the while sometimes combining Western elements such as wedding cake with traditional rituals. However, the foundation respect for heritage remains the same. Historical sites of India. India is a country with a long history spanning over 5,000 years. Its architectural heritage is the result of the influence of various civilizations, religions, and rulers, from Indian civilization to the Mughals, from Buddhist stupas to British forts. Here is a detailed overview of the key historical landmarks. Taj Mahal, Agra, Uttar Pradesh. This majestic white marble mausoleum, built in 1632 to 1653 by Emperor Shah Jahan in honor of his wife Mumtaz Mahal, is the pinnacle of Mughal architecture. Located on the banks of the Yamuna River, the Taj Mahal expresses its symmetry. The 73-meter-high central dome is surrounded by 4 minarets, and the interior walls are decorated with inlays of semi-precious stones Pietra dura technique. The complex includes a mosque, a hotel building and gardens with water channels that reflect the structure. It is visited by millions of tourists every year, and in 1983 the Taj Mahal was included in the UNESCO list. Red Fort, Delhi. Built in 1648 by Shah Jahan, the Red Fort Lal Kila was the main residence of Mughal emperors for almost 200 years. Its walls of red sandstone stretch for 2.5 kilometers, and the palaces in the middle, such as the Diwan-e-Am Public Audience Hall and Diwan-i-Khas Private Meeting Hall, are decorated with marble and gold. The famous phrase "if there is a paradise on earth, it is here" is engraved in one of the pavilions. Every year on August 15th, a speech is delivered from the fort on the occasion of India's Independence Day. Khajuraho Temples, Madhya Pradesh. This complex of 25 temples, built by the Chandala dynasty between 950 and 1150, is a masterpiece of Hindu and Jain architecture. The temples are known for their erotic sculptures, which make up only 10% of the total but attract the most attention. The rest of the images are dedicated to everyday life, gods Vishnu, Shiva and celestial dancers Apsaras. The most famous temple is Kandarya Mahadeva, dedicated to Shiva, with its 84-meter tower Shikra. Temple of the Sun in Konark, Built in the 13th century during the reign of King Narasimhadevi I, this temple in the form of a giant chariot of the sun god Surya is a marvel of engineering. The chariot has 12 pairs of cradles symbolizing the 12 months and 7 horses 7 days of the week. The walls are decorated with detailed carvings of dancers, musicians, and scenes from the Kama Sutra. Although the upper part of the temple is destroyed, it remains a UNESCO site and a symbol of medieval art. Ajanta and Ellora Caves, Maharashtra. These cave complexes, settled in basalt cliffs between the 2nd and 6th centuries, are a testament to the flourishing of Buddhism, Hinduism and Jainism. Ajanta 30 Caves is known for its frescoes depicting the life of the Buddha, with bright colors that have been preserved due to isolation. Ellora 34 Caves impresses with the Kailasa Temple, a monolithic structure carved second to last from a single rock. Its size 50 m long, 33 m wide and detailing make it unique. Amber Fort, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Located on a hill near Jaipur, this 16th century fort is a combination of Hindu and Mughal architectural styles. Its palaces, such as the Taj Mahal Hall of Mirrors, are decorated with thousands of mirrors that reflect candlelight, creating the effect of a starry sky. The Ganesh Gate and courtyards with gardens give a sense of grandeur. The fort can be reached on elephants, which is a popular tourist attraction. Hawa Mahal, Jaipur, Rajasthan. The Palace of the Winds, built in 1799, is a 5-story pink sandstone building with 953 small windows jharokas. It was created for the women of the royal family so that they could observe street activities without being seen. The facade resembles a honeycomb and is an icon of Rajasthani architecture. Gateway of India, Mumbai. This triumphal arch, built in 1924 in honor of the visit of King George V, is a symbol of the colonial era. Located on the Arabian Sea promenade, it creates an Indo-Saracenic style with elements of Gujarati architecture. Today it is a popular tourist destination and the starting point to the Elephantine Cave. Qutb Minar, Delhi. Built in 1192 by Qutbuddin Aibak, this 73-meter minaret is the tallest brick minaret in the world. Its 5 tiers are decorated with Arabic calligraphy and carvings. Nearby is the Iron Pillar 4th century, which does not contain a unique metal composition, a mystery to scientists. Places of interest in India. India is full of unique locations that attract travelers with their beauty, history, or spiritual atmosphere. Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. One of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, sacred to Hindus. Located on the banks of the Ganges, it is known for its ghat stairs to the river, such as Dasashwamedh, where the Ganga Aarati ceremony with fire and prayers is performed every evening, and Manikanika, where cremations take place around the clock. Narrow streets, temples for example, Kashi Vishwanath and spiritual energy make Varanasi unique. Kerala, South India. The God's country is famous for its backwaters, a network of canals, lakes and rivers that are navigated by houseboats. The city of Aleppi is the center of this region. Kerala is also known for its Kovalam beaches, Ayurvedic resorts, Munnar tea plantations, and the Onam festival with snake boat races. Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir. The Little Tibet in the Himalayas is a high-altitude desert with monasteries such as Hemis and Tix that resemble Tibetan architecture. The Hardungla Pass 5602m is the highest pass in the world accessible by transport. The landscapes of Ladakh are lunar valleys, lakes Pangong Ko and nomadic tribes. Darjeeling, West Bengal. This city in the foothills of the Himalayas is known for its tea plantations, which produce the famous Darjeeling tea. A toy train, a UNESCO site, runs on a narrow gauge among the misty hills, and the view of Kanchenjunga is mesmerizing. There is also Tiger Hill for sunrise. Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. The Golden City in the Thar Desert impresses with a golden sandstone fort that is still inhabited. Narrow streets, Haveli's traditional houses with carved facades and camel rides in the dunes of Sam made it fabulous. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This archipelago in the Indian Ocean is a paradise with turquoise waters, coral reefs and beaches. Radhanagar on Havelock Island. There are historical sites here, such as the Cellular Jail, where independence fighters were held. Nature of India. The nature of India is strikingly diverse, from snow-capped mountains to tropical jungles, from desert to mangrove forests. The Himalayas. This majestic range in the north includes peaks such as Kanchenjunga 8586m and Nanda Devi 7816m. The region is home to snow leopards, Himalayan bears, and rare plants such as the blue topsy-turvy. The valleys of Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh Kulu, Manali are known for apple orchards and waterfalls. Western Ghats. The mountain range along the west coast is a biodiverse hotspot with tropical rainforests, home to elephants, tigers, leopards and peacocks. Jog Falls 253m in Karnataka is one of the highest in India. Spice gardens in Goa and Kerala add flavor. Thar Desert, Rajasthan. The Great Indian Desert stretches over 200,000 square kilometers. Its dunes, oases, and nomadic tribes such as the Bishnoi create a unique landscape. You can see mirages in Jaisalmer and camel farms in Bikaner. National Parks. Kanha, Madhya Pradesh, the jungle that inspired Kipling's Jungle Book. It is home to bush tigers, Barasingha deer and other bird species. Ranthambore, Rajasthan, a fortress in the jungle and home to Bengal tigers. Sundarbans, West Bengal, the largest mangrove forests in the world, home to man-eating tigers and king crocodiles. Coastline. India has 7,500 kilometers of coastline. The beaches of Goa, Palolem, Baga, Andaman with diving and Lakshadweep with lagoons are a tropical paradise. In Tamil Nadu, the Coromandel coast is known for the temples on the shore Mahabalipuram. India's historical monuments, interesting places, and nature are a treasure trove that showcase its diversity. From the majesty of the Taj Mahal to the quietness of Ladakh, from the Kanhi jungle to the Thar dunes, each place tells its own story, inviting you to discover India again and again. India's traditions are a living organism that breathes history, religion, and human connection. They are as diverse as the country itself, but united by a spirit of harmony and celebration of life. From rituals in temples to dancing during Holi, from saris to family dinners together, it is the cultural richness that makes India unique. Subscribe to the channel and like it so that you don't miss interesting virtual trips to any corner of our planet. Thank you very much for watching our channel. See you soon.